Welcome back to Chaos Corner. It's your old buddy, the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy, and I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Coming to you live to tape, 20 feet below the surface of the earth to bring to you the preview show of Night 7, Round 1 of Avi Klein, 64-person single elimination bracket style tournament at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're not going to want to miss it. So sit back, relax. I'm down here. Listen, I'm still recovering from my matchup with Pinocchio Joe, so let me lower the distraction and inform you fans on what's going on here at Chaos Corner. It's me, it's the GOC, and I'm here to preview Night 7, Round 1, as the tournament rolls on to determine who will host the Green Room. We're just coming off a few weeks ago of an incredible Night 6 in Round 1 of the tournament. If you flash back, we had two-time Olympic strongman, Hall of Famer Mark Henry, and of course, legendary stand-up comic from In Living Color, Mr. Tommy Davidson. Also, from fame of Groundhog Day and over 250 films, and that would be one Stephen Tobolowsky, and of course, top 50 greatest NBA player of all time, Mr. Rick Barry. What an incredible night it was for Night 6, Round 1 of the Green Room Tournament. So fans, seeing that I'm a little under the weather, I have some injuries that I am recovering from. Follow me on all social media platforms. That's YouTube, that's Twitter, that's Twitch, that's Instagram, and of course, my confidant over on Facebook, and that would be one Jay Brony. That's right. He's right over my shoulder, Jay Brony. Now, if you hit the Twitter profile at Big Daddy GOC, the Guardian of Chaos, that will knock you over to the YouTube channel. And of course, at the WWAB, Wrestling with Anything But Podcast Network. Sit back, fans. You're not going to want to miss it. Night 7, Round 1. Come on back. It's your old buddy. Don't you dare miss it. All right, fans, welcome back from all the other social media platforms. We're live to tape with your buddy GOC Kirkland Esquire for these purposes, and I'm going to review the Green Room, as I said in the opening monologue. I'm going to try not to be too long here. We have a little bit to go through. I'm going to try to keep it to maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes. We'll see how I hold up physically, because this is what I do. I'm determined, I'm motivated, nothing will stop me, and this is what you would get if I was the host of the Green Room. Now, it doesn't matter if I've been poisoned, roofied, physical injuries. It doesn't matter. I still go on because the show must goes on. That's what you would get from the Guardian of Chaos Esquire if I was to win my fourth and unprecedented matchup coming up against Pinocchio Joe, if we make it there. So sit back and relax, because this Saturday night, it's a jam-packed lineup of events and stars and people competing for the Green Room title. You're not going to want to miss it. I will run down the good, the bad, and the ugly here on the preview show. And remember one thing at the beginning here. I can't stress this enough. All your live votes matter. Let me say it again for everybody in the back and everybody that can hear. All your live votes matter on the Green Room and the WWAB Podcast Network. Remember that. You can determine who will be the next host. The power is in your hands, in your fingers, so to speak. Listen to what I'm saying. I want you to stress that. I want you to post this. I want you to comment. I want you to share it more than anything. Put it out there for everyone you know. Tag everybody you know. Let them know what's going on in the Green Room every Saturday night live. It's a cross between Days of Our Lives and the old prime time players on SNL, or maybe even General Hospital and Second City TV. However you want it. There's no harm in that, right? Put it out there, tag people, spread the news. The Green Room, the fastest, hottest, growing, rising movement in the entertainment industry. Stars from all walks of life, TV, film, music, sports, entertainment, pro wrestling, theater, and yes, you, the fans. And that's why I say all your live votes matter. Take it from my buddy sitting behind here, Jay Brony, he'll tell you that. He's in every chat, on every show. It's 7 days a week live. Do you want me to get it out of the way now? Every Monday at 6 p.m., it's the World's Strongest Podcast with Ken Patera and Avi Klein. Every Tuesday, it's the Double Dip with Glacier Ray Lloyd and Breaking the Ice and Avi Klein, followed up at 5:30 p.m. with Face Value with Bill DeMott and Avi Klein. Every Wednesday night, it's Maintaining the Truth with Pretty Paul Roma and Avi Klein. Thursday nights, we have a huge announcement coming out. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. It's Hall of Fame worthy. It may even be Olympic worthy. Hey, listen, for all I know, on Thursday nights, everything could be all elite. What? Thursday nights, you're not going to want to miss it. Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's Road to Recovery with Duke the Dumpster Drosy and Avi Klein. Sunday nights, whether it's you're starting off your week or ending your week, it's Unmasking the Truth with the Patriot Del Wilkes and Avi Klein. And of course, Saturday nights live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's why you're here. The Green Room with the Green Room Originals, and that's Avi Klein, the host with the most, along with Howard Collado and one David Holliday. You're not going to want to miss it. So let's get on to that. We're 10 minutes in here. Wait. What do you mean? We're not 10 minutes in. We're 7 minutes in. Let's go to the task at hand. We do know that this all started on September 12th, 2020. You know that's when it all began in the green room, right? And then Pete from Sharpie, the national sponsor, came in with the Great Reset. You understand that? And then this tournament, the Green Room tournament, started on May 8th. Here we are coming up to the end of June. June 26th will be this weekend for Night 7, Round 1. And we go into the unbelievable 4th of July weekend as the tournament rolls on and the twists and turns. A lot of announcements to be determined, to be announced, especially my unprecedented 4th matchup against Pinocchio Joe, and I know you're watching. So here we go. Let's get on to the preview of Night 7, Round 1, and I hope everyone appreciates that I'm doing this right now. I know that you do, and I know that you're watching, and I will get this up long before Saturday night's big event. You know, cards subject to change. Always remember that lineup, and cards subject to change. I will get this up to let everyone soak it in. You see, good vibes. Pehea oi, melehini kane wahini, pupule wiki, mahalo. A big shout out to everyone out there on the Pac Rim for all my fans. Do I have some out there? I believe I do. Night 7, Round 1. We said this all started September 12th, 2020. Who can believe it? And now we're in June of 2021. 4th of July, like I said, is right around the corner. May 8th, and here we go. Now, I'm going to start off in no particular order here. And remember something about Night 7 and Round 1. A lot of these matches are elimination matchups. Some of these are the best out of 3. They're tied at 1-1. They're deadlocked. These will be elimination matchups this Night 7, Round 1. That's why I say, and you keep it out there, hashtag the green room, hashtag WWAB strong, hashtag WWAB proud. Well, hashtag this for all the fans, viewers, and followers out there. All your live votes matter, especially in these elimination matchups coming up this Saturday night. We have the grudge match that's been going on now. I'm going to recap it quickly here. These two gentlemen have not been on since Night 5, Round 1 of the Green Room tournament. The series is deadlocked at 1-1. The last time these two men met, they were in the main event on Night 5. And that's one Duke the Dumpster Drosy versus Rich Masadi. That's right. Road to Recovery every Friday night at 6 o'clock with Duke the Dumpster Drosy and Avi Klein on the WWAB. And, of course, Taking Out the Trash and several other podcasts that Duke the Dumpster Drosy's on. One of the most important saving lives out there. But this has gotten personal. This has gotten ugly. We know the history here. It goes back over 20 years. We are well aware of the history between Rich Masadi and Duke. So It's deadlocked at 1-1, but on night 5, if we flash back or way back, throwback, whatever you want to call it, Duke swept night 5 2-0. That's right. Both challenges on night 5, Duke the Dumpster Drosy swept Rich Masadi. So let's remember that that's where we last left off. That's why I'm giving you the update, and this is what you get here as I struggle through the pain. Nothing but CBD. That's all I use. I hydrate CBD and try to stay healthy and positive and faith. And thank God for Pastor Andy McDaniels, and that's a shoot. I mean that. Let's get on to the task at hand, because this is a grudge match over 20 years, and then we'll transition into that next matchup. Duke swept 2-0. Rich, you're going to have to bring your A game. It's gotten very emotional. My condolences out to Rich Masadi, who lost his dad, who appears to be an incredible, impeccable man over a year ago. Very close relationship dating back to their days going to wrestling matches. And I understand that. I've had a lot of losses in my life, and my heart goes out to you, Rich Masadi. And that's truth. You're getting the vulnerable side here of the GOC. This is part shoot here, and you know what's going on. You know when I'm real and when I'm not. So what has gone on between these two men? It's gotten physical. It's gotten emotional. Past lives have come into it. Recovery lives have come into it. I don't know what's going to happen. I just know that all your live votes matter when it comes to night 7. It's tied 1-1. This is an elimination matchup to see who advances to round 2. That's going to transition into another elimination matchup. Now, both of these large men have not been on the Green Room tournament since night 4. Okay, this is also deadlocked at 1-1. This is an elimination matchup. All your live votes matter. And I'll continue to say that phrase here for the purposes of the preview of night 7. What is this, the 10th, 11th show that the GOC has done here from the bunker to recover and go along with the WWAB coverage of the Green Room tournament and what's going on? I believe it is. The irresistible force meets the immovable object, and that's one Adam Bond. Feel the wrath of Brian Clark, who goes up against the Typhoon, and one tugboat, Fred Ottman, the Shockmaster. Again, they haven't been on since night 4. This series is tied 1-1 between these two gentlemen. Again, I use those terms very loosely. What is Brian Clark, who served this country every bit of 6'5", 6'6", maybe 325 pounds? What is Tugboat, Fred Ottman? At least 6'5", maybe 400 pounds? These are legendary men, and they're here competing on the Green Room. This is an elimination matchup on night 7. Deadlocked. And again, they haven't been on since night 4. So let's see who's rusty. Let's see who's paying attention. Let's see who's been sharpening up their skills. Ottman and Clark have gone back and forth here with trivia and promos and challenges. They've been on their game, off their game. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly here. That's what I do. That's what you get with me. You can count on that. And I'll say that to say this because I tell it like it is. Let's move on to the next elimination matchup. Both these gentlemen have also not been on since night 4. We are on night 7. Let me remind you, they have not been on since night 4. Have you been paying attention? This is another matchup that has a long history. They go back to elevated levels. They go back to college. They go back to family. They go back to the city. And they've been in the main event twice. I'm just going to say that to say this, and that's one David Hats Holiday, Avi Klein's odds-on favorite, and he hasn't shown too much non-favoritism. As a matter of fact, it's been nothing but favoritism towards David Holiday when he goes up against Jamie Sparling. Now remember, this is deadlocked 1-1. I'm going to say it again. It's an elimination matchup. Like Duke Drosy, Rich Masadi's an elimination. Brian Clark, Fred Ottman, Adam Bomb Tugboat, that's an elimination. David Hats Holiday, Mr. Main Event, and longtime rival Jamie Sparling is also an elimination matchup. And that's why all your live votes matter. I can't stress it enough. So that's what's going on for the elimination matchups that are happening right now. It's going to be unbelievable. And again, watch with what Avi and Pete are doing. I don't know what's going on. Avi's been very, very biased. I don't know. I've noticed certain things. And then Pete's had some problems with the competitors in the past. So far, that's what we have for night 7. You could see, again, All your live votes matter. Let's get on it. We go on to these two men, also a very close connection with these two men. They also have not been on since night 4. We're in night 7, coming up this Saturday night, live. And that would be one Pastor Andy McDaniel, who is on Unmasking the Truth with his rival for these purposes, and that would be one, the Patriot, Del Wilkes. Now, Unmasking the Truth is on every Sunday night at 8 o'clock with Avi Klein and Del Wilkes. Now, Del has an illustrious career. We know that. Everything he touches turns to gold. A solid man. We understand that. Unmasking the Truth is one of the best shows on the network. Also, here's the caveat. Andy McDaniel, the pastor, if you will, has keeping it simple and definitely wants to make it simple on his own podcast and platform of faith. It's unbelievable if you don't follow it. Inspiration, and I follow it every day. And again, I'll say it, it's a shoe. Andy McDaniel also has a tie to the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Not only that, Andy McDaniel is up 1-0 against the Patriot Del Wilkes. Not only that, here's the capper. The caveat, as I said, Andy McDaniel is on every Sunday night with Del Wilkes and Avi Klein for Wrestling with Faith. An unbelievable segment, perhaps one of the best on the network. Look at the irony and the caveat there between Pastor Andy McDaniel and the Patriot Del Wilkes. Again, all your live votes matter. Andy is up 1-0 against the Patriot. What's going to happen? I don't know. Will this affect Sunday nights? I hope not. Both men are incredible moral convictions and faith in humanity, so I don't think so. They've been nothing but class acts, but that's what you're going to get on night 7, round 1. Also, in another matchup, a weird Twilight Zone, freakazoid type matchup that was last seen on night 5. And that would be the Yellow Rose of Texas, and that would be Mindy McKinney Red against the unknown enigma of the Music Man. Now, I don't know if you saw night 5, and if you did, I don't know what the heck to explain, and if you didn't, go back and watch it because I don't know what happened. Voodoo, mind control, aliens from the Lone Star State, I don't know. I just know Mindy McKinney Red to be a brilliant, smart lady. And for her to be overpowered and mesmerized and taken over and just to run off like that. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that the enigma, the Music Man, is up 1-0 in this matchup. I don't know what's going to happen. Mindy has shown, if you've seen in her recent promos and what she's put out on social media, she's training physically and mentally, and she's ready. Young lady, I hope you are. I don't like the Music Man. I hope you take him out for everybody's sake, because if I come across him, chaos comes across the Music Man. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that he's up 1-0 on Mindy right now. And Mindy, you better bring everything mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually that you have, because last time he embarrassed you. You ran off the green room. I hope you can survive the green room, Mindy. Believe it or not, out of all the competitors, I'm pulling for you because of who the Music Man is and who I think he is. Let that sink in, and other past competitors that are no longer around, and one person who can't seem to find a competitor. He's also on night 7. Let that sink in. There's still something going on. There's still people lurking about, including James from Right Guard lurking about out there on social media in Norway, the Bahamas, the Caribbean. Former national sponsor, goes back a long way, 20 years with Avi. The connection in Vegas with Pete from Sharpie. There's a lot more that meets the eye that's going on here. There is. I continue to watch. Jay Brony continues to investigate. Pinocchio Joe, don't think I've forgotten. Focus on you. Let's get back to night 7, round 1. So Mindy McKinney Red, the Music Man, I don't know what's going to happen there. That right there is worth the price of admission alone, to see what's going to happen. Is Mindy going to levitate this week? I don't know. I just know, don't you dare miss it. We also have another long-time feud And these two men haven't been on in quite some time. The Jersey Boys, the old Jersey Shore boys. I feel like I'm watching an episode of Jersey Shore, and that would be the funny man. From every 5:30 on Tuesday nights, that would be Face Values. Bill DeMott with Avi Klein. Hugh Morris, for these purposes, goes up against his old buddy, the thespian, if you will, the all-around five-tool player, athlete, entertainer, wrestler, actor, thespian, Crowbar. That's right, two old buddies that go back a long way. Devon Storm, Crowbar, whatever you want to call them. Bill DeMott, Hugh Morris, Face Value, whatever it is. There's a long history here. Now, these two men, not only have they known each other for years on the circuit, been in the big time to the small time and everywhere in between together, they haven't been on since night 3. Night 3. We're in night 7 this Saturday night, live. Night 7. Now, Crowbar's up 1-0. Who knows each other better than Crowbar and Bill DeMott? And I'm going to go into shoot mode right here. There's nothing more important than Face Value and what Bill DeMott does for his daughter, Carrie Ann DeMott, and the Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation. So I'll say that to say this. That's the most important thing, what some of the people do on here, whether it be what Duke does on Road to Recovery, what Mindy McKinney-Red does and for Michelle Red Foundation, what Bill DeMott does for the Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation. Everybody has what Andy McDaniel does with Making It Simple. All the different people here, not only are they people of entertainment and value and giving out knowledge and wisdom, they're people that bring something to the table besides entertainment. They're a real human, salt of the earth that put it out there that you can listen to. Someone like Adele Wilkes, who has a voice of opinions on everything, is well-informed, a man that you can put your trust and faith in. I mean, all these people bring that to the table. That's what you're going to have on night 7. Crowbar and Bill DeMott. Remember, they're both professionals. They've both been around a long time, but they haven't been on since night 3. To me, that says and means a lot. This is coming from my viewpoint. Bear with me as I struggling here, fans. Bear with me. I know you guys appreciate it. And I appreciate you, the fans. Let's go on and see what else we have here on night 7, round 1 of the Green Room Tournament as we continue to roll on into the 4th of July and on into the summer. It's going to be a long, hot summer. So we talked about DeMott and Crowbar. We also have It's Just Sammy. That's right. It's just me. It's just me. It's just Sammy. It's no longer Sammy Doyle. I'll give her credit. I've seen her on the Green Room. She's got some pizzazz. She's got some sass to her. Every woman that has been involved in here as a competitor, and that's why it's the 64-person tournament, not 64 man, 64 woman, 64 person. Because whether it be Mindy, Maria, Miranda, Sammy, Dahlia, there's been a lot of different people that have competed in here, male and female, that have been tremendous. And this is one of them. She has the goods. And now the man from the future, the time traveler, no one's really seen him. He hasn't been around in a while. This is their first matchup. So this could be an elimination matchup as well. This could be a one and done. This could be a best of 3. But it's me, just Sammy, who seems to, again, really have it all together and seems to shine when the cameras are on. It's like Peg. I see your picture, your name in lights above it. This is your big debut. It sure looks good on you. And when you smile for the camera, I know they're gonna love you. Sammy Peg. Oh, wow. Ooh, that wasn't too sticky. That you got to put some entertainment value along with the show. It's got to be a little bit of everything. There's a time and place for everything, and that was the right time. So Sammy Doyle, a.k.a., but wait, let me not say that. I don't want to get anybody mad. It's just Sammy against Preston Present. Now, we don't know a lot about Double P, and I'll call him Double P for these purposes. Preston Present, where are you? Are you in the future? Are you in the moment? Are you in the past? Preston, where are you? Preston Present will be night 7, round 1 against Sammy in their first matchup, which could be their last matchup. Their debut matchup for night 7, round 1. We also have another snafu, I want to say. Because the last time this original competed, and he did compete. I know we keep saying, and Avi keeps saying, and all the fans keep saying, and all the competitors keep saying, and even Howard himself keeps saying, oh, everyone's scared. No one wants to compete. He has bad luck. He's whining. You want some cheese with that wine? I mean, I don't understand it. I mean, I still smell Similac. What do you need, a Binky? Did anybody get the Similac reference? I don't know, Howard. No, man, hold on. Muévete culo. Do you understand what I'm saying, Howard? I think that you do. You competed on night 5 and got your ass whooped by one. He's buff and he's the stuff, and he was too much, and you had had enough, and that would be one Buff Bagwell, who's too sweet because he's buff and he's the stuff. And he whooped your ass. He was on Alexa. Does it get any better than that? So, Howard, you got your ass whooped, and I'll say it again, by Buff Bagwell on night 5. You had other competitors that just didn't show up. Okay, you really haven't competed against anyone, have you? So, Howard Collado, one of the Green Room originals, the Music Man himself, Howard Collado, will be at night 7, round 1. And we don't know who his opponent's going to be. We didn't find out on night 1 or night 2. We found out on night 5 it was Buff Bagwell. Poof, he's gone. So Howard Collado could also be in an elimination matchup. It could be a one and done, or it could be a best out of 3. Or nobody could show up for Howard Collado, or as I like to say, Howard Collado. So I don't know. I know one thing for sure. All your live votes matter. That's what I know. So those are the matchups for night 7, round 1 this Saturday night. Duke the Dumpster Drosy against Rich Masadi, deadlocked at 1-1. Brian Clark against Fred Ottman, deadlocked at 1-1. David Holliday against Jamie Sparling, deadlocked at 1-1. Del Wilkes against Andy McDaniel. The Pastors up 1-0 in a best of 3. Mindy McKinney-Red against the Music Man. That nut job is up 1-0 in a best of 3. Bill DeMott against Crowbar. Crowbar's up 1-0. It's just Sammy in her initial debut matchup against Preston Present. And of course, I just spoke about perhaps the most, I don't want to use the word enigma because I already used that word. What would you use for a word for Howard Collado? Misunderstood? Enigmatic? No, because that's enigma. So I would defeat the whole purpose. But Howard Collado will be on night 7 to compete. So we went through those matchups. We told you how important it is that all your live votes matter. We mentioned that this all began on September 12th, 2020. We mentioned that this tournament began on May 8th. I gave you the matchups here. We talked about how epic and how unbelievable and amazing night 6 was of round 1. Go back to almost 2 weeks ago. It was an unbelievable night. Those are the matchups. That's what we have for night 7. Let's go on to some different random news and notes from the WWAB Podcast Network. Things that I've noticed. First off, there's been over 270 people to appear in the green room. Let that sink in. 270, coming up on almost 300 different people that appeared in the green room since September 12th, 2020. That's unbelievable. Yet to appear so far, the names that have been out there and put out there, if you're paying attention. This is all out there for public consumption. This is not rumor, speculation, and innuendo, although cards subject to change. This has been announced. Here's who's yet to appear. That would be one Will Dafoe. That's right, Will Dafoe. Also, the legendary John Goodman. I'll say it again, John Goodman. Another legend from Hollywood, Antonio Banderas. What? Yes, Antonio Banderas. Also, Norm! Wait. Oh, I feel like I'm in Cheers. That's right. George Wendt. Norm. All those people have yet to appear stars and household names in the Green Room tournament. Let's look at the notables that have appeared but have been eliminated in the star power. Andrew Casase from Revenge of the Nerds. From 350 Days and the Wrestler fame, famed author and filmmaker Evan Ginsberg. From Power and Glory, Pretty Wonderful, and the Four Horsemen, and that would be Pretty Paul Roma, who's on the network every Wednesday night for Maintaining the Truth. Of course, the unbelievable actress and award-winning actress Diane Franklin. All these other names too numerous to mention. All of these people, these notables, have been defeated and are no longer in the tournament. Let's also talk about the matchups that are still going on in the tournament. Of course, we know what's going on with myself and Pinocchio Joe. Okay? It's 1-1. We had one no contest. I'm lucky to be alive. He's lucky to be alive. I've learned a lot over these last couple of weeks, and I still have a lot to learn. Our matchup, our fourth unprecedented history-making matchup, will be on the Green Room to be determined, to be announced. It's coming up. It's coming. The chaos is coming. Trust me when I tell you. Also, we have Maria and Miranda. We don't know what's going on. There's been a lot of rumor, speculation, and innuendo. Where's Johnny? Where's Miranda's boyfriend, Johnny? That matchup is in an elimination matchup as well. Maria versus Miranda is deadlocked 1-1. That is to be announced for when the matchup will be next. Also, they were in the main event of night 6. The super assistant Alex and Dahlia Jubilee. The amour that is going on, the tryst between former lover Davis Jubilee, the Spitfire Dahlia Jubilee, and one flamboyant Alex, the super assistant. That is also in elimination mode. That is deadlocked at 1-1. We also know the matchup that's still going on, and if you've seen the promos about him there training and hitting the bag, that would be the murder hornet, the lone wolf, as I call him, Eric Heron, and B. Brian Blair. Now, they were deadlocked at 0-0, if you remember correctly. We couldn't decide who was going to be and get the edge. But B. Brian Blair is up 1-0 right now on the Murder Hornet. So the Murder Hornet against the Killer Bee will to be announced. And we know that Blair, the president of the Cauliflower Alley Club, is up 1-0 in that matchup. So those are the matchups that are still going on. The people that have yet to appear, the notables that have been eliminated, the lineup in the card for night 7, and I believe, and Avi will correct me because I know he will be watching the preview review shows that I put out there and that I'm suffering through. I'm just saying. And I believe these are the folks that have advanced to the second round. We're a little over a half an hour in, and I think we're going to keep it right around 45 minutes. I can't believe that I even did it. And I appreciate everyone being here. Trust me when I tell you. Here's who well, hold on. We got a few minutes. So let me take a break here for a second. So, stand by. I know, look, I'm unshaven. You see what's going on. Not only do I have the heating pack on this side, I have the ice pack on this side. You see that I have the Red Bull. Just little sips. Keeping it healthy. Little sips. And then I transition over to this side. If you tweak it the wrong way, you're all done. You can't move. A few steps, you're all done. Joe, let me tell you something, Pinocchio Joe. This will be the death of me in the Green Room. And then you speedball it here. You just shot it. You swill it. You chase it with some agua vage, some H2O. You got to hydrate, man. You got to hydrate if you want to stay healthy. Nectar of the gods. Thanks for bearing with me here. on night 7, round 1 of the preview review show down here 20 feet below the surface of the earth for Chaos Corner, covering everything the WWAB Podcast Network, wrestling with anything but. So here's who I believe has advanced to the second round, only going by the information that I've been told and that what I hear. My old arch rival and nemesis from my legal expertise days, a pro bono. Don't think I've forgotten. Rock Richards has advanced to the second round. Stephen Lee has advanced to the second round. Davis Jubilee has advanced to the second round. Sally Kirkland who has advanced to the second round. Todd Bridges has advanced to the second round. Michael Winslow has advanced to the second round. Mark Henry has advanced to the second round. Tommy Davidson has advanced to the second round. Rick Barry has advanced to the second round. Stephen Tobolowski has advanced to the second round. Ken Patera has advanced to the second round. Gangrel has advanced to the second round. Glacier Ray Lloyd from Breaking the Ice has advanced to the second round. The legendary John Amos has advanced to the second round. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Avi, you'll correct me, I believe the two legendary Hollywood filmmakers, Mark Zickrey and Robert Picardo, have advanced to the second round. Somebody correct me. Leave a comment. Anyone? Anyone? That hurts. Hold on. Bueller. So I believe those are the details that who have advanced to the second round. Fans, I can't thank you enough for being here. I don't think I've missed anything. And if I did, I'm sure the fans will let me know, either the other competitors or the followers and the fans, or, of course, the big cheese himself, Avi Klein. How many names do you think he has? Avi Klein, Vanilla Fine Klein, Festive Fine Klein, Midnight Fine Klein, Ice Blue Klein, Burgundy Fine Klein, Red Velvet Fine Klein. Let me see. There's a whole bunch that I'm missing. I'm going to have to go back and research and check this out. We're at 38 minutes in here on the preview of Night 7, Round 1. Let's see how many different names we can come up with for one Avi Klein. Hey, without Avi Klein, Pete from Sharpie, who knows where any of us would be. So stay tuned, fans. You're not going to want to miss it. I'll say that to say this. It's me, it's the GOC. And I tell it like it is. So every Saturday night live throughout the whole summer into the fall, let's sit back, relax, and watch The Green Room. And remember one thing more than anything else that's come out of this. All your live votes matter. Especially for me. Come on, get me into round 2. Don't you dare miss it.